Alright folks, what is up? This is One Big Bugger and I am coming at you with a vlog. I know I wanted to do these weekly. It's been a little less than a week I think since my last one, but either way I wanted to fill you in a couple things real quick. Number one is my internet connection is messed up again. When I called for information today, I was actually put directly in touch with a supervisor who filled me in, and everything he explained, kind of made sense. Is number one, they did do a network upgrade, and in that network upgrade, it did fix their download problem. But now they've come up with two new problems that require them. They're working with Verizon as well as they need to swap a piece of hardware because they're having bottlenecking problems now, and the hardware issue. So my upload speed is about 0.8, 0.9, which is difficult to deal with because that means that things that I upload will be taking about a third to half more to upload, more time, but and the window I was given was 2 weeks. It's going to take probably at least 2 weeks to fix. And the things that the manager told me made sense to what I was seeing in the connection. The things I was seeing in the connection is my download, even though it's fixed, most of the time is up high, does at times destabilize and fluctuate wildly. So that would be the bottlenecking. And the upload speed, it does make sense. I did believe them last time. I believe them this time. So whereas I'm not eccentrically happy about it, it's bad timing. It's not their fault. So I'm going to just ride it out. I'm not going to do anything, big or, anything like that. They're working on it, and I just happen to come in at a bad time. If I had got my internet connection, say, next month, everything would have been fine. But this month, this is what we get. So, what's going to happen? Not much. Not much is going to change. I've decided I'm going to continue doing, 1 week without really doing much really bothered me. It really upset me that I didn't do much, and I should have. So this week I am. I'm going to continue making my Euro Truck company vehicles. I'm going to continue doing my showcases. I'm going to continue doing other games. And I'm just going to upload them, and I'm going to work and roll with it as best I can. And when it's fixed, and everything will be great. But until then, this is just what I'm going to run with. Hopefully they get it fixed, because I really do need my upload speed. I will call back, and I will keep up with this within 2 weeks. So, today's the 21st, so 2 weeks from today, I will call them and ask, have there been any updates? If I don't see any any improvement on my own, and I check, I do check, especially when there's problems. In this case, because I know that there's a timetable, I'll probably check once every 2 or 3 days, just to keep, base touch. But until then, say hi to the YouTube world, huh? Huh? Say hi to the YouTube world. Oh. Yeah, that's my wife. She's a character and a half. Okay, you're done. You're done. Go away. Peace out. Peace out. But anyways, so I'm going to keep everything going as normal. We're returning to Quid Pro here. We're just going to, keep on trucking, as it were. Something you guys may not know about is Hearthstone has gone open beta. For any of you who watch this video and maybe like Hearthstone and don't know, Hearthstone has gone open beta, so anybody can play now. Be forewarned, you're going to get your ass kicked, most likely. There are some basic decks out there. some people who have put out decently strong decks that can stand their own in the mid-range rankings, probably. I would say that you can put together with all the cards that you unlock by getting all your champions to level 10, which is one of the first things I did when I played Hearthstone. I immediately leveled all my classes to 10 by playing the bots. I found, pretty much the easiest bot to play, and I just kept, playing him over and over and over again with the basic deck until I unlocked all my cards. And then from that, I was able to go on okay. But you're still probably going to suffer out there because there's a lot of really good players out there. I'm not one of them. There's a lot of really good and tough players out there that when you run into them, yeah, you're probably not going to be happy. I've had a couple friends that are like, screw this game. I'm tired of getting my ass kicked. And I asked, well, did you unlock all your cards? And, no, I'm getting bored. I'm just trying to play. I wanted to jump in and play some people. You got to unlock everything. You really do. You got to unlock everything in order to have good basic decks. And my decks are starting to suffer a little bit because more and more people are starting to build and put together big, strong decks. They're starting to dump money into the game so that they can have a better chance of winning, because there's a lot of big and powerful legendaries that are used now that are very hard to deal with. I only have 2 legendaries. I have I have Ragnaros and I have Jiraxis. I've disenchanted other weaker and unusable legendaries, but other useful ones, that's what I've gotten. But that's what people are using and putting together. They're doing things like Nat Pangle and Tinkmaster Overspark, Ysera, Ragnaros, Sylvanas, even though she got nerfed, Black Knight, Leroy Jenkins, all those legendaries. There are decks that are stuffed with them now. It's common that Paladins run heavy legendary decks, and Druids definitely run extremely heavy late game decks. And it's just becoming more and more common that everybody runs late game cards and heavy game cards. Rushdown, because of the nerfs, at least to the Warlock, are kind of being eliminated. They're being removed. So, yeah, that is a problem. But I also see a lot of these legendaries starting to get nerfed because everybody's running them. And that's why they nerf. One of the reasons they nerfed Sylvanas. They upped her mana by 1 because everybody was running them. She was a staple and she was difficult to deal with. Well, Ysera and all that, they're probably going to end up with some kind of nerf because everybody's running them. They're pretty much in every deck in the higher ranks. So I can see that being a problem because Blizzard wants all cards to be, viable in one form or another. They're really wanting that. So it's just a matter of time before they go, you know what, we got to change this because we don't want everybody running the same cards. And I just kind of see that happening. But that wasn't the whole point of everything I went into. Hearthstone's an open beta. Go check it out. Finally, my diet. I don't know if you see any change in me. I don't see any change in me, but I have been sticking to the diet. Not exclusively. There have been bad days. There have been days where I've eaten a bit more than I should have, although it still remained healthy food. It doesn't matter how healthy a food is if you eat too much of it. There was one point where my wife brought me, and I wasn't too happy about it. It was like a piece of cake, remember? I ate it. I could have said no, but I didn't. I said I wasn't too happy. I wasn't too happy that I was breaking my diet, but I'll tell you, I was happy to eat the cake. So, there's been a few breaks, but for the most part, I've stuck pretty hard with it. Like today, I made turkey sausage, and I ended up having to make some stuffing, which is bad, but I divided it up between me and my wife for breakfast. And then I just ate, we had chicken thighs, boneless, skinless chicken thighs with, I had Brussels sprouts and 2 red potatoes, which In hindsight, I could have done without the potatoes because of the stuffing earlier, but I think I'm still coming in under the bar for what I want. I'm not honestly 100% sure. But I'm doing okay. I'm eating better than I usually do. And at the very least, if I'm not losing a lot of weight, I'm maintaining. And that's a step in the right direction. Although, there are things that make me believe I'm losing weight. There are things that I just can't get my mind around the fact that I am. Without any definite way of telling how much I weigh and, how much I change per week. That's just how it is. I don't believe I'm losing weight. There are things there that say, well, you might be, but I can't convince myself without solid evidence. And the fact that I wasn't able to get a scale because I didn't know I could, and I won't be able to for another 3 months or so, it's really bothersome. But, what can you do? I still say I'm doing pretty good on my diet, though. Like I said, I'm not going to lie and say that that I haven't been cheating a little bit here and there, or haven't broken it here and there, but for the most part I have stuck to it. And even if I haven't lost a lot of weight or any weight at all, I got to admit to feeling better. I got to admit that my overall feeling, my overall general health feels a little bit better. So hopefully that's a good positive. But anyways, I've run this vlog long enough. I don't like to go over 15 minutes, and I'm up around 12 right now. So just keep an eye for everything coming out. This week I'm actually kind of looking to try and do a truck showcase of somebody put out a pack of trucks. Believe it or not, they put out they basically put all the current American trucks that work in the current patch into the game, in the game, and they put them all into one big download. So I'm actually looking forward to trying to do a truck showcase for that. But other than that, that's pretty much it. And I kind of hope you've enjoyed this update as much as I've kind of enjoyed bringing it to you. That's going to be all for me, like I said. Until next time, if you could comment, rate, and subscribe down below. This is going to be One Big Bug. I'm going to be signing out. And I'll see you next time.